Welcome to the HalfTime Heroes with the latest sports news from around the peninsula with Adam Kelly, Peter Sasovich, Luke Harris and Neil Craig. Take it away, Adam.
G'day sports fans and welcome to another episode of the HalfTime Heroes. It is bye week, so plenty to talk about. It's been a huge week in football with a really, I don't know how else to explain it. There's been some amazing upsets, some great games played. What was round 9 in the MPFNL. Plenty to talk about as discussed. I do want to make just a quick mention, a big thank you to, of course, Aftercare, one of our major sponsors, Pure Plant Protein and Askanish Garden and Home Maintenance. Well, it's more garden maintenance, isn't it? Your top end sort of stuff. But I just wanted to take the time to also, Spook, just to thank one of the HalfTime Hero families. We do often put the call out to get our family involved, and I'd like to thank it's Karen, I think. Janice. Janice from the Devon Meadows Football Netball Club.
I think Brighton had a Karen. Definitely got a Janice.
No, I did get confused. It is Janice. So thanks for listening, Janice. And your input's fantastic. Spook's got some history there, but we'll talk about that maybe another time. Yeah. As I go around the room, as I always do, hello to you, Commish.
Hello, Adam. How are you?
Oh, I'm tip-top. Thanks for asking.
Another week of topsy-turvy.
I know. It's been amazing, hasn't it? And what's your week look like, please?
Well, back up the bush tomorrow.
Yep.
Finish the project up there for the next couple of months, and then back and forth, and a bit of golf on Saturday.
Oh, very nice. Down at Rosebud Country Club with all the other rich, famous people.
Great job. Well, there's not too many rich and famous people down here.
No, there is.
There's one.
Well, Daisy.
Is Daisy?
Yeah, Daisy loves it down there.
A few of the boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daisy but very good. Had a good week.
Very good.
Ready to go.
Hello to you, Spook.
Hello, Adam. How are you, mate?
I'm well, and your week, please?
Week was great up until Saturday, and then we lost the Bombers, and Essendon lost, so I had a pretty piss-poor weekend.
You lost to Sorrento.
Lucky the beauty regime.
I know I don't want to talk out the score, but Jesus, Sorrento, God help me.
That'll come in the Div 1 footy show. Hello to you, Sus.
How are we going?
Very well. And your week, please?
It was great Thursday. Got the tip Thursday night. Got the tip Friday night, and it just all went downhill. Saturday.
And the D's.
I wasn't the D's. It was
your lovely D's. How did they go?
They got shot. They got absolutely railroaded.
And Mornington. How were they travelling?
They got shot. They got absolutely.
So absolutely.
Hey, what happened with the coach, Sus?
I went for a walk. Got injured and went home at just after three-quarter time.
He just took off, did he?
I think cold or something.
No, I think he was crook. He was crook.
Was he?
Yeah, so he was crook, but
he's as tough as cat's head.
He is. They gave it to him. They gave it to him. So we'll talk about that in the Div 1 show. So bit of words. Kind words.
Yes, and
bit of words after the game.
Suss's palates might make a.
If you're a Red Hill person, listen up, folks, and listen to the pellets because it's coming. Friggin' both barrels, you peckerheads.
Oh, hey! It's gone hard at Red Hill. Jesus.
I love it.
Should we be stacking the pellets? Is it back on?
It should.
Right.
No, with the pellets.
I've just got an exemption of Fair Work Australia. Friggin' hell. You want some cases? I'll give you some cases.
So Sus and I, we've had a topsy-turvy week. Sus, haven't we? This whole bloody Mt Eliza business. It's got us all talking about stuff. And even friends, it's got us all fucking
Hold on, I've just got an SMS coming through.
Shut up. But it's a very, very interesting situation.
It is
we're all keen. Let's segue you into.
Yes, thank you. So we are. So obviously we have been receiving communications from the Mt Eliza Football Netball Club and the executive administration there, and they've need to thank them as a group for communicating with us. However, they have informed us that the whole situation with the junior club and consequently the senior club is now in the hands of lawyers, so they aren't allowed to comment. However, HalfTime Heroes family, we have been given an opportunity to, when it's all done and dusted.
Do we get some money?
After the public execution.
Do we get some money?
After the public execution.
Yes, they can sponsor us.
Cash for
comment. It's going to be fat stacks for everyone.
Let's go.
that they will give us a one-on-one with whoever it is that we choose, or whoever they put up. So I would assume
that'd be a ripper episode, because
we're going to do
actually what happened and what transpired.
Well, it's going to be called the Halftime Heroes Mt Eliza Gate. So we will go into the nuts and bolts of obviously what's happened.
Print machine be in the same room, will it?
Yes, absolutely. We will. So obviously, as Commish, and you know yourself, and I know everyone here has heard lots of different rumours getting around.
It's actually hard. It's exhausting keeping up.
Yeah, it is. And the rumour mill is disgusting, and we need to remember that there are humans that are being affected by this. There's kids. There's kids being affected by this in schools and whatnot. So, not that I have much of a say, but just back off.
Everyone just keep your shit together.
Yeah, keep your shit together. Exactly. It will fizzle out, and you'll hear it all from the Halftime Heroes in an 100%. Exclusive.
100%.
Well, now that that's over, very, very patiently, this man's been waiting in the
Superstar.
wings. Joining us for the Division 2 football show, Todd Gardiner, the captain of Chelsea Football Netball Club. Hello, Todd.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, mate. Now, you're going to be joining us for the Div 1 the Div 2 footy show, and then the Commissioner's going to have his way with you. We'll leave the room, and you'll be in a cone of silence.
Mate, it's fine. It doesn't hurt at all.
Sus's got plenty of lube, so we'll be fine.
Thanks for bringing that along.
I brought that back from Dalesford.
The bleach not required on this occasion.
I had to get the extra big tub, though, I tell you. You'd be packing some meat down there, Sus. Working with a piece.
That's the potential if you're going to be a new sponsor.
That's got me.
If you don't want to sponsor this show,
there's a couple of barbecue packs. Oh, mate, that is prime. Write that down, please. That's going in a reel. That's fantastic. Well, let's get straight into what was round 9, and even better when you've got bloody Todd Gardiner, the superstar of the Chelsea Football Netball Club. Pearsdale going down to a very gallant
Bomb Beach. They're back.
A very improving.
So I would assume, Spook, that Bomb Beach are listening to us.
Yeah, well, Neil's given them an absolute stick the last month. Todd would be as shocked as us here. We've been a bit shocked with the scores from Bomb Beach. You know, they've come back to Div 2, and we thought they would have been, top 2, and they've really battled. Like, we're sitting here going, what's going on? You've played them, obviously?
Yeah, we played them early on in the year. I was injured, so I didn't play that game. But yeah, we thought they'd be sitting a bit higher as well. I knew they had a fair few walk out and leave, and a few retire and things like that. So I know they're pretty young. So maybe they're starting to gel now and starting to get ticking.
Yeah. Bloody oath. Yeah, good win. They needed to.
That's 67 points.
Very good win. 67.
And we all touted to be top 3 or 4.
And I mentioned last week, I don't want to bring up the incident, but since the bad incident, Karangal and Pearsdale,
which was heavily
have been pretty pox. I don't know whether they've got a lot of injuries. I don't know what's going on, but they've really struggled the last month. Because they were right there thinking they're going to be top 2 or 3.
You wouldn't have thought.
Oh, that's a massive surprise to lose by that much.
It is, isn't it?
The incident that happened, though, could it have that much profound effect on your playing group? Because it was an isolated incident.
Yeah, I thought it was more the crowd.
So did I. It was.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I think they've got a few injuries.
Yeah, no, it's a fair.
You said Snyder's been.
I think Snyder's out. I've heard Thornton might be out of rate very highly. So I think they've got a few injuries, but
who hasn't?
Yeah, I know. Everyone's got them.
That.
They must have put on a show, Bonnie. That's a big surprise.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe Macca got a permit to come back for a week, kick 10 or something.
Thanks, God. And he would too.
Yeah, you are.
Well, if Macca is listening, he's a 1-pointer at Chelsea. So
there we go. There we go.
Here's a big story.
And he bloody would with him and his wheelie walker. He's him and his wheelie walker would get down there. Don't you worry about that.
What a great player.
Absolutely. I might leave this game towards the end, which brings me to Hastings going down to Devon Meadows. From all reports, going down by 58 points from all reports. Yeah, very competitive.
The Dunny effect rubbing off on Hastings?
Thanks to my man on the inside, Dazza Drew. Apparently, she was touch and go there for a little bit, and Devon with a lot of rested players, but Hastings going very, very well at the moment, which is good to see. Under Dunny, of course. So well done.
They're obviously working towards, having a win or two by the end of the year and being far more competitive than what they've been and looking to next year, let's hope.
Yeah, we had them a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, they crack in. If they can get the outside game going a bit more, they'll definitely pinch a few wins here and there.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome. Devon playing some more kids though. I know I pot him every week, but a young boy Tyler Durazio, young under 19 player. I coached him in the juniors. It's another kid they've played, so that's hats off to Devon. Keep playing the kids.
So how many kids that are playing senior football now that you coached?
Is that in your regime?
Janice,
You put it on it. You put it on the regime.
Janice, before you get on Facebook and start chirping off, you might want to check the grammar and spelling. That's okay. We know you're from Devon, and the spelling there's a bit ordinary. We get
Put it
it.
on it. That's the kind of stuff
That's
you do.
okay. Maybe she was 4 bottles of wine deep.
We're going to get into the human.
I don't know. They're plenty, Adam. They're plenty.
Plenty. Okay, good to know. Edith Vale, 2 points. Edith Vale, Aspendale going, just taking the chocolates there at Edith Vale Regents Park. Karingal, 86. 2 points.
Karingal.
Very, very impressive.
Karingal kicking the last point of the match, so could have been nip and tuck. Could
Oh, they have a
either
shot?
way. Yes, so
It's that time of the year, isn't it? It's that time of the year when
anything
shit happens.
goes.
Yeah, I think, and also my man Tommy Curran, he's just come back from
He's
injury
back.
for Kringle, so he's massive for them. So
Yeah,
they've really improved since he's come back.
Bit of a leader through that midfield and through the whole field, but
Yeah.
through the midfield.
Yeah, he's
So
a
they'd lost
ball.
their way, hadn't they, Todd? They'd were struggling to put 4 quarters together.
Yeah, and they've lost a lot of players last year. So I think they went hard for a few years there to try and win that
Oh, God,
flag.
yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, now
they're so
they're
close.
They're very young now, so... But that's a huge effort.
Yeah,
It's
huge
great.
effort.
80 at 80 is massive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
huge.
it is.
It's probably not a tough
Absolutely
assignment,
huge.
is there? That's as tough as it gets.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking little ground.
And the halftime heroes selection table round of the match was Seaford, of course, hosting Rye Football Netball Club at RF Miles Recreation Reserve. Very nice place to go and watch football, mind you. By 69 points. We thought it was going to be a little bit closer, didn't we, Spook?
Yeah, Seaford got the job done there. They're going well, Seaford. They're tracking along good. Rye have improved too.
Rye have improved.
They've had a good few weeks.
Kicking 11 goals. That
The
be
coach had
happy
the
with that.
shits. Coach only put 3 players in the best, so he wasn't too happy.
Yeah.
I love that. Jared did that on the weekend too. Yeah? Got the shits.
Just pick 3 names.
They were leading quarter time. So
And my
Makes it a good 3 quarters from Seaford, doesn't it?
yeah,
good signs.
70 points.
Yeah, we got them after the bye, so we played them. We've already played them once, but yeah, young side, and they move the ball quickly. They got some pace on their list, so they're dangerous.
Good young player, best on ground Archie Huff. Geez, he's a tough little guy. I love that great young player. And Matthew Kennedy, good young player. They're doing the right thing, so if it keep going.
good to see
Absolutely.
another Kennedy makes it. I think he got in the captain's group for the Vic Countryside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, under 16.
Oh, yeah, PK's boy.
Is
He
that
did. Yes, he
PK's
did.
son?
Yes, Gus, superstar.
So
Yep.
under 16s, Vic Country. Well done.
What
Yeah.
a talented family.
Very good. We
Very
love the
talented
kids
family.
coming through the ranks. It's fantastic. And the last game that rounds out Division 2 in round 9, of course, to bring us through, Todd Gardiner, of course, getting the job done over the Somerville Football Netball Club by 42 points. You'd be happy with that win, Todd?
Yeah, we're very happy. Obviously, early on, the rain was pouring, so it was just a bit of a slug. But then we ended up, getting away from them there in the end. But then we really wanted to put the foot down, but they fought it out in that last quarter, and I think they might have outscored us in the last quarter, so we're a bit disappointed with that. But I mean, at the start of the day, if you say we win by 7 goals, you'll take it.
Happy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, exactly right, and to be 7 goals 3 up to 2 goals 4, only Somerville kicking 2 points in the second, and then you dominating the third quarter as well. I think they managed to kick 1 goal 3. Although you lost the fourth as a whole game, putting it together, you would be disappointed, rightfully so. But geez, what a good 2 quarters! I've really just stitched up the game.
Yeah, we're starting to do that a bit. We find like we turn it on for a quarter, and then I guess sides maybe they rise to the challenge. But if we can try and get that 4-quarter effort together, we can really put sides to the sword, I guess.
So with Summy, Todd, they've lost a lot of drive out of the midfield, haven't they?
Yeah, they've got a lot of injuries. I know DeWitt's injured, and he's a big body midfielder in there. Big Roberts there, Ruckman, Sharp, who plays at Frankston. I think they're
Who's now injured as well.
Yeah, so they've got a few key injuries, which hurts
Lockie
them.
Williams.
Yeah, and Lockie Williams, their captain,
Yeah.
he's a good fella. Yeah, he's I don't know if he'll get back. I was speaking to him after the game.
Oh, shit.
His knees are cactus,
Yeah,
aren't
he needs his knee. I think he needs it cleaned out. So
Right.
don't know if he gets back this year either, which is disappointing because he's a good player.
they? Yeah, he is.
But yeah, no, happy with the win.
With your when you're saying like you sort of want to run and get some speed on the ball. When teams challenge you, have you worked on just slow down the game, get some get the ball get the game back on your terms, because if you keep going fast sometimes and they're on, when they're up and going, you tend to play into their hands. I know it's a tough thing to do mid-game, but you've been working on that, like the coach has a couple of different modes to go through.
Definitely something we need to get better at, and we've been working on it, because you find, if you do, you play fast and you get this lead, then they start playing a bit of Russian roulette, and then if you keep playing quick, we leave the suspect going the other way, so they tend to score against us. So that stuff, we're definitely working on that.
Yeah, tough to get right.
Yeah, it's hard to know when to go and not to go.
Exactly right. Absolutely.
But getting better at it.
Good stuff.
And with that, I think you had about 7 or 8 goal kickers evenly spread through the mids and through the forwards. Anyone dominating up forward for you?
Well, that's probably our biggest thing this year, is we've just had an even spread of goal kickers. Last year, big Jesse Davis, I think he won the Coleman or won the leading goal kicking, kicked 60. But now I think we've got a whole spread of goal kickers, kicking goals. So we're not relying on anyone. Plenty of midfielders are going forward kicking goals as well, which helps.
Yep. And that's just a sneaky single for yourself too.
Yeah, I wanted more than that, but
Mids love sneaking.
Haven't kicked too many.
Do they
this year.
sneak back as hard as they sneak forward?
Definitely go harder forward.
Hey?
Not
they
many.
don't like going back.
Go harder forward.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Jack Wallace, Will Barker, one way.
Cop that, lads. Yeah.
Now, Todd, you sorry,
That's right,
you
just
go.
the wash up. We're all in here looking forward to the Devon game, and they got you at home. What was the wash up from that, Todd?
Yeah, we were looking forward to it as well. Probably the biggest, longest review we've done, and probably took a lot of learnings out of it. But they were very good. We probably let them play their way too easily, and their better players they dominated us. We probably didn't put enough work into them and kind of trusted our system.
Yep.
We learn a lot, and hopefully we get another chance at it.
Were you full noise that day?
We had a few out. We had a few people out. But so did they.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Nice.
But
good spot to be in.
Yeah.
Just one out, one back.
Yeah.
One out, one back.
Yeah.
Just chase them down.
They're the flag favourites.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, carry that burden, boys.
Yep. Gee, that Janice. Todd, I just want to ask you quickly. Now, you mentioned earlier about Kringle, and I feel the same way about Somerville. They've had a really fantastic last sort of 5 years where they were vying for. They played in that final, went down. They're in that similar sort of. Have they missed the boat?
Yeah, well, maybe it's a bit like Bomb Beach in Division 1. Like, they fought so hard, and you keep bringing players in to get to that next level, and they can only stick around for so long if they're not homegrown players. So, I feel like possibly, but at the same time, they are missing some key players, which makes it hard. Yeah. But, we'll see.
Oh, beautiful. Love it. Spook, your takeaways, please, for round 9.
Yeah, the shock for me was the Pearcedale score. Jeez, to lose Perform Beach to smack them by 10 goals. I'm shocked by that.
Yep.
I didn't think that
11.
was even possible. 11 goals. Yeah,
11 goals, yeah.
Yeah, so I coached the different, can't count.
Yeah.
And
shit coach too, Will.
Yeah, shit coach, yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got potted on the
on socials.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Very good.
It was all true.
You'll have to give you'll have to update your regime.
Don't put in your regime that you're a shit coach.
It's us to you, please. Your takeaways for round 9 in Division 2.
The Commish put in cast iron that the final 5 is set.
Oh, no, I know.
2 weeks after I fucking
Can I change that this week?
And I see Pearcedale sitting on 20 points, and we've got Tyre, Bond Beach, and a fast-flowing Seaford coming up at 16 points. So
I'm gonna go out on a limb here because I love Sam Fox. I reckon Tyre are going to get on a roll, and I think they'll make finals. If they get their playing group playing well, they have a very good list. I know they're bottom 5 or 6, but if those top 6 to 8 really get cracking for the second half of the year, they could come home and pinch on in the form the Pearcedale are in. They won't win another game. So come on, Foxy.
His form looks like
Let's
form's
go.
out the window.
Do you want to bet?
Yeah.
Look at Crib Point.
Do you want to bet?
They were in form.
They got some good players tied, don't they?
Yeah,
Very top
I'm
end.
mates with a few of them because I was at Frankston with a few of them. Foxy, Sutto, Corey Bucking, Jakey Greels.
Great players.
Yeah, very good players.
Really
so
good
if you let
players.
them play well,
They're not individuals, are they?
No, they're all good team players.
Luke, are they?
No,
No.
they're all good team players.
Okay.
Dale
Just
Sutton
put
would
it
have
in
played. Dale Sutton would have been the world's greatest player. He breaks away from stoppage, drives the legs, and just kicks along the ground. Good Dale. But everything just means something. He just get the body. He just powers out a stoppage. He looks like he's going to lay someone out and just grass it. Good Dale. He's so good though. He's got so much power out of stoppage. Just kick it better, Dale. Come on.
Commish, your takeaways, please.
Well, I'm like, look, the Bonnie result now. So I've got. Can I change my? I've been to my palm reader throughout the week, and she said, she said, Bonnie, you're going to go in, and Pearcedale are going to come out.
Bomb Beach are going to play finals.
Well, they're a game out.
That's a fair point.
And their list is as.
You have been hot and infused.
What do you reckon?
What do you reckon?
I reckon they could do
I
that.
can't help you backtrack. I can't help you.
We're locking the top three. Can we go to a
Yeah.
We're miles in
You're
front.
potting Crib Point.
When did I pot Crib Point? I
Well,
love Crib Point. I love BA.
No,
Probably
you said they're going to struggle last week and.
I just thought they'd lose last week, and I was probably right by the look of it.
Yeah, it was a bloody good call.
Yeah,
You were
31
right.
points, still wasn't lucky.
Yes.
But anyway, that's
All right.
the Bonnie result looks like they're just.
I don't know. I don't normally do this, and I won't throw you under the bus, Todd, and ask for your takeaways. But Tyab, obviously listening to the show, got the rev up and got the job done over
Foxy,
Cribby.
the boy.
Absolutely. So well done to the Tyab. What about Jimmy? How did Jimmy go?
I don't know.
Did he kick it?
I hope he didn't kick one so you can pot him. Yep.
He's second. This is Jimmy Freeman we're talking about. He's second or third in the goal
Well,
kicking.
Todd said off air they didn't even put any work into him when they played him. What about it?
I don't think he played against us.
Jimmy, you?
Yeah, he only plays every
Oh,
second
he'd let
week.
you know.
Yeah. Good player, that Jimmy. Very, very handy player.
Well, he's just kicked one, so he's back on the list.
Yeah, it's good.
Not bad at all. Well, that rounds out round 9 in Division 2.
Halfway.
Absolutely.
Big review show next week.
Thank you. Big review show coming with some big guests to unwrap the first half, of course, of the season. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with more Halftime Heroes in the Coach's Corner.
When your loved ones live alone, it's concerning. So I had no problem changing providers when I saw a better option.
Whether it's helping the aged maintain their independence or providing an approved NDIS package for someone with a disability, a visit from one of Aftercare's qualified personal carers can make all the difference. Aftercare prides itself on tailoring personalised service to the aged and those with disabilities and has done for 21 years. If someone you love could receive better care in their own home, call Aftercare on 1300 464663 or visit after-care.com.au.
Changing was the best thing we ever did.
So let our family help your family.
Are you tired of spending endless hours on property maintenance? Look no further. Introducing Askanish, your premium solution for high-end property maintenance. Our expert team with years of golf course experience specialises in broadacre spraying and large area mowing, ensuring your property maintains its pristine condition. Say goodbye to hassle and say g'day to perfection with Askanish. To find out more, call Rob on 0407 362 328.
Welcome back to Halftime Heroes, the latest on local sport across the Mornington Peninsula.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. It's now time for that little segment we like to call the Coach's Corner with the Commish. And who better to take it away with is Todd Gardiner, the captain of the Chelsea Football Netball Club. Hello to you, Commish.
Hello, Adam. Todd, thanks for coming in.
Easy, mate. Too easy.
It's what night is it, fellas?
Doesn't matter.
Monday, whatever it is.
It's Wednesday.
But it's a imposter, and it's good of you to come in, mate, to share your wares with us. And the Division 2 footy show stuff is brilliant. Now, Todd, I'm going to embarrass you, mate. Yeah. But let's run through the resume. 180 odd senior games. Hey?
The regime.
It's your
Run you through the regime.
Sorry, it's your regime. Very nice looking regime here, Todd. 180 odd senior games, just over 183.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, closing in on 200. I don't think I'll reach it this year, but
oh wow,
thanks to COVID.
What's live? Is it 150 live membership at Chelsea?
Nah, it's 200.
Boy.
Yeah.
It's a great effort.
How many actually are you now?
Getting up to around 190, I think.
Right.
That's a great effort. What are you, Todd?
Wow. 31.
31.
Great effort, mate. That's awesome.
Young 31-year-old. 5 club best and fairers, 2 best and fairers in the Division 2 comp, 3-time league team of the year, 3 years of captaincy of 2016, 2018, and Frankston VFL 2012, 2013, and the current captain. Have I left anything out there, Doc?
How long was I captain for, Chelsea? Because it's been since 2016.
Right.
8th year of captain at Chelsea.
It's been since 2016.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm definitely
awesome.
old.
That's a long time to be leading it.
Yeah, I know. Probably should hand it over soon, I think.
So, right, that segues us beautifully into a conversation. So, you must be bloody good at being captain with this young group coming through. What do you like about being captain and performing in front of the group and bringing them up?
Probably early on, I think I struggled a little bit because I was pretty young when I got it handed to me. And I remember we were going through a stage where we were redeveloping the club, so we were probably struggling. It was when it was the one division.
Yep.
So focusing on being captain and playing, I probably struggled a little bit. My form kind of fell away, but probably the best thing I think is just getting the best out of other people. So now I go into games thinking, how can I get someone else, to play good footy or to enjoy himself. So yeah, I find working with people and building relationships, I find that's the best thing about it.
Yeah, righto. Okay. Like that. You must do it bloody well, mate, to be doing it for that long. So playing over how many years now? Playing footy for 15 odd years?
Yeah.
15, 16 years, give or take 6 months or so. Highlights within that time. Would it be the Frankston experience or just the experience of being captain, or what are some of the things that jump out at you as highlights?
Yeah,
a long time.
Yeah, captaining the club, such a long-lasting club like Chelsea, that's a big highlight. Frankston for a couple of years, that was probably the most I've ever learnt in footy in those couple of years.
Who were the coaches down there?
Simon Goose was the coach.
You learned something?
Yeah.
Learn how to take some coin.
Learn how to... I kicked 1,000 goals.
Exactly. I learned about Goosey.
Jesus Christ.
So, write that one down. That's a real.
That one. Very good time.
But yeah, bit of finals footy. But I haven't won a final at Chelsea. And maybe my year 12, I captained year 12 footy and we won the flag in year 12. So that was probably a big highlight
cool.
as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So the last flag down there, help me out here. The last flag down there was
2006.
2006. So the hunger must be palpable within the group this year, is it? Because you're knocking on, you're equal top with Devon and EDS.
Yep.
And Devon got over you a couple of weeks ago, and we spoke about that earlier. Is it in this group?
Yeah, I've probably learned over the last probably 5 years because Chelsea have been sitting, third, fourth, or the top four in previous years, and we fall away. So I definitely push to not think about it too early and just to keep ticking over those wins, because as you can see through the results, your form, it jumps and it falls away, and then if your form can fall away but you can still tick over those wins, it's huge. So I definitely think, and I feel like it's a different feeling with this group. Okay. We definitely don't lack confidence, so we feel like we're good enough, but as you said, you got to keep the fellas on the park and stay healthy as well.
Yeah. You need a bit of luck.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Quite often we'll talk about, but that's why you're here tonight. We talk about Chelsea, certainly early on, a couple of months ago, we were talking about Chelsea all the time. Where has their improvement come from? It's flying under the radar. We didn't really hear that much pre-season about recruiting, and all of a sudden you won, 8 wins and 1 loss. What's the difference between this year and, say, the past half a dozen years?
Biggest thing I've found is just we've got an even spread of players now. You probably check the best players each week and you get different names.
Yeah, it's great.
We're not relying on those select few. We probably went out and we recruited Jack Francis back to the club, who's a centre talk. Jordan Kelly, who's played 100 VFL games, and he's centre half back playing next to Matt Dustin. So our spine we kind of fixed up. Brado Hanlon we got late back to the club as well, and then we've added some midfield depth as well. We roll about 7 or 8 blokes through the middle. We've got a really even spread of players that will, that chop out, which is good.
So, Todd, we talk often about the bottom 6, don't we, in football, and you're only as good as your bottom 6. Your top 6 will always be your top 6 and always play, pretty well. Even their bad games will be pretty decent. Sounds like your bottom 6 are now middle of the rung from years gone by at a minimum.
Yeah, and that's what we believe. We believe we're evenly spread, and that will hold us in good stead when we play these big games. And if you have some of your top players that aren't performing on the day, we still believe we can get over the line just through our even spread of players.
Right. Okay. So give us a précis of 90 minutes of training down at Chelsea. Is there like Tuesday night review? after a game? Win, lose, in draw, whatever you're doing, what you
Yep.
did well. How does it look, mate?
Normally, yeah, we rock up, train, we'll do our flush runs and bit of recovery running and all that. Then we'll get into our work, do whatever we're doing that session. And then we do a pretty extensive review every Tuesday after the game. So normally, yeah, you walk out about 7:45. But yeah, it's probably a good 20 minutes to half an hour review of the previous week.
Wow.
That's something we've really improved on. I think we used to just, especially
And
when...
is that vision?
Yeah, a little bit of vision, but mainly we get the stats up on the whiteboard. But we always all have our own midfield, backline, forward line reviews, and then we come in as a collective, and we have one bloke who speaks from each line that goes over it with the coaching staff, and then we all discuss it together.
Okay.
Something we've increased compared to the past, which I just feel like there's a lot more buy-in from the players. And as I said, when we lost to Devon, if you win that game, we probably don't review it as hard as what we did. So it's definitely that saying where you learn more when you lose.
Yeah,
and that
win or learn.
100%. Yeah,
Exactly. How much Oppo did you do the Oppo Thursday?
Yeah, we do Oppo. We do a little bit on the Tuesday after we finish the review, and then we always have a team meeting after selection.
Yep.
We go in as a senior group, and we do a team meeting on the Thursday night, and then we go again on the Saturday.
Any vision or just discussion stats and how you want to play against them? Any vision or highlight midfield stuff?
Mainly just discussion. And
Yep.
Dave's he knows everyone. So there'll be about 8 blokes from the opposition that will be on the board, and he'll speak about them.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's great.
Was that happening pre-Dave? Or did he bring this whole... Because he's been 6 years now?
Yeah, he's been coach for... This is his 3rd year, I think.
Yeah, but he was a senior
assistant. He got to the club when I got named captain, so it was 2016.
Okay.
He got to the club. So he's been there for a while now.
That's great.
Yeah, but ever since he's been coach, he's brought in the Thursday night review of the game that's coming up ahead, and just the player review as well, where if someone's got a role, he'll tell them all about it. But as you know, there's footage now. You can watch a player's highlights and pretty much get to know how they play.
Yep.
Yeah. So over the journey, Todd, the professionalism within our amateur sport, we got paid coaches, and pretty much every senior player is paid these days at a different amount. It's improved exponentially. Isn't it? It's improved enormously over the last... just the standard we see weekly now going around our parks is a hell of a lot better than what it was 5 or 6 years ago. You've been right in the guts of that.
Yeah, 100%. And I think I've probably learnt to find the balance as well, because obviously you have your high-end players that are getting paid, the bigger bucks, and then you get your low-end players that, some of them are just playing for fun. So it's about finding that balance where you keep everyone, involved and wanting to be there without going over the top. And I believe we're finding that right balance at Chelsea.
Yeah, okay. No, that's really good. Good luck moving forward. We could talk for hours on this very subject, but we talk about Chelsea a lot, and we keep a really close eye on what's going on there because you came in under the radar and there wasn't any fanfare. So
we've been trying to get.
It's been. We tried to get Dave.
He
Dave's the next Mt Eliza boy.
He's not returning anyone's
I
calls.
gotta say, good luck, because he doesn't have socials. But for someone who doesn't have socials, he knows everything.
Yes, absolutely. He might know where the cash is going now.
There was a... Well, he was round.
Well, he left.
He was there.
I don't.
There was a journal brought out, a book brought out from Cole Colson called Chelsea Grit. Have you read that? I read a bit of it today.
Is that the 100-year anniversary book?
It's the 100-year anniversary book from 1911 to 2021,
Yeah.
and it's a great little read in spots.
Yeah, I've got a copy of it.
You're in there in the last little bits.
Yeah, I've got a copy of it. I haven't. It's a thick book. I haven't gone through it all, but
us blokes don't like books.
yeah,
We'll
just
watch the movie.
show me pictures. I'm not a good reader.
I'll tell you who hasn't read it. Janice.
Jeez, mate. I'm gonna have to wear Kevlar. I'm gonna have to wear Kevlar.
It's a really nice little. It's an easy read.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It needs to be.
So before you go, just a bit of a fun one. Who's the biggest pest at the club, mate? Who do you
Biggest
think?
pest.
Oh, you haven't bought these questions for a while.
All former teammates.
There's a few of them. Former teammates. I'll give you one that's now and a former. Easy one for the former one's Curtis Bywater.
I knew you were going to say that.
Absolutely.
And shout out to the King, who's not happy, but he'd be playing twos. And
The King and the Toes.
I love the King.
He's a serial pest.
We miss him down at Chelsea.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Now he played over 100 games with the Gulls, so love the King. I'm always speaking to him.
Yeah.
And biggest pest right now would have to be Nick Stamanis.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
By a country mile. Biggest tight ass Jack Wallace.
Is he?
Yeah.
I
I don't know if he's paid to get into an away game yet.
Wow.
He's that cretin that
he'll do
jumps
whatever
the
it
fence.
takes.
Whatever it takes.
Beautiful.
Oh.
League best and fairest chances, Todd. Do you think you played enough league best and fairest chance this year, you reckon? You're in some form?
What's that?
You
Sorry?
reckon you're a chance to win another league best
Nah.
and fairest this year?
Nah.
Who wins the league BNF this year?
Well,
Midway through the year. If you had to give it out now, who gives
I'd probably say someone like a Kurt Lopo because he stands out with their midfield.
it? Like Jolly.
Oh, yeah, well, but he's got Battle and maybe a few others. But
Exactly.
Lopo's good every week.
yeah,
Every
he's
week.
always in their best players.
Every
He's always like one or two named best.
Yeah, I
He's
agree.
Now, when you
explosive.
played against Devon, this is the one. Did you line up in the midfield against
Yeah,
Jolly?
yeah, I watched
Did you get a
pretty
really
much.
good look at his head?
Yeah.
And are they implants?
Oh, Neil.
You can't talk about a man's hair.
I'm just going on rumours that he's
I-
been to Turkey.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I did hear.
Been to Turkey.
Turkey,
Yeah, I like
bald, come back with hair.
No, he's a good man, Jolly Hillis.
a
I
great
was
man.
out having
he's
a
a
drink
ripper.
with him a few weeks ago.
Him and his
Yeah,
hair.
righto. You answer the question?
He's got the beautiful pond tips too. He's got it done the
Oh,
full. He's a bit
he's
of
done
like
the
like
whole
90210 from the 1990s. It just looks a little bit
Oh,
slick.
Johnsonish.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have the helmet on anymore, so
He looks better with that
He's
helmet.
He's not
Yeah.
allowed to. He's not allowed to wear it.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
Doctor's
correct.
orders. Doctor's orders.
Yeah, but these implants
right.
don't.
Todd, any celebrations on Saturday? Do you get rewarded from the club? In any way? No, you had it earmarked a special occasion on Saturday. You don't remember?
no.
Yeah, kicked your 250th goal.
Oh, did I?
Kicks
Wow.
that.
250.
Well done to you,
Just the
son.
one. Just the
At
one.
least someone recognises it.
That's a lot of goals for a midfielder. That's great.
That's why you just needed the sneaky one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Not too many defensive
Okay,
efforts.
do you you're saying you got 6 to 8 to go through the midfield?
Yeah.
So that's a year. Obviously, you got some blokes going through the bench plus half forward,
Yeah,
wing,
we-
half back, or how's it managed with the?
We'll go, so midfield, we'll have one forward, one bench.
Yeah.
Normally, because they're probably your top end players, we normally start everyone on the ground. There might be a couple forward, and then the one midfielder that's inside will go to the bench,
Yep.
and a forward will come on and
Yeah,
push a mid up.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
You know he's picking your brain, don't you?
No,
You know.
absolutely. That's how you
he's-
learn. No, take a learn. I'm just trying to find out what they're a good side. They've got 6 or 8 blokes going through the middle, which is tough to manage on it.
Yeah.
You've got so much going on, and
Yeah.
everyone's complaining about game time, and
Yeah.
it's like it is hard. And
Yeah.
you got everyone wants
Well,
to be in the
some
middle.
blokes won't come off.
Oh,
Either, by the
Todd,
way.
Yeah.
there's always a couple.
Yeah,
Who's the
Oh,
bloke
well,
that's gonna come off?
this week was Zano Carter.
Just wouldn't come off.
I was at the gates for about 10 minutes, and then I got on, and within a minute later, he's back on the ground.
How
What
do
are
you
you
do that?
doing?
How'd you do that?
He was Dave Barton last year. He used to love staying on Barto.
Yeah.
Love the Bart man.
There's always a couple. It's
Yeah.
great fun.
You don't mind those ones. They've got to get involved in the game, don't they?
Great fun.
Yeah,
To the last
100%.
10 minutes to go there and exhausted.
Exactly.
Now you've got to really lift.
Yeah.
We're all barracking for. Well, I'm barracking for that. Chelsea.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Go the
go,
goals.
go the goals.
Go the
Mate.
goals.
Once again, thanks for coming in. It's great to have you guys live in the studio. It really makes us, and we really do appreciate it. Wish Chelsea all the best, mate. You're going to go horribly, horribly close, and it'd be a fitting end to, not end, fitting near the end of a stellar
Cap
career,
off a
mate.
stellar career.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for having me, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Todd, thanks, mate.
Thanks, Todd. Of course, the captain of Chelsea Football Netball Club, joining the commish for the Coaches' Corner. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the Division 1 competition.
Not all in-home care is the same. Aftercare has 21 years' experience matching clients to carers. For more personalised help with things like shopping, gardening, domestic chores and personal care. If someone you love could receive better care in their home, why wouldn't you change? Call Aftercare on 1300 464663 or visit after-care.com.au.
So let our family help your family.
Are you tired of spending endless hours on property maintenance? Look no further. Introducing Askanish, your premium solution for high-end property maintenance. Our expert team with years of golf course experience specialises in broadacre spraying and large area mowing, ensuring your property maintains its pristine condition. Say goodbye to hassle and say g'day to perfection with Askanish. To find out more, call Rob on 0407 362 328.
Welcome back to Halftime Heroes, the latest on local sport across the Mornington Peninsula.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. As I mentioned before the break, it's now time for the Div 1 competition, which sees out round 9, of course. And we do have, in fact, 2 games going into round 10 this weekend for the King's birthday weekend. So we will bring you that. But first and foremost, let's jump straight into what was round 9. Langwarrin hosted Dramana. Going down, unfortunately. We gave Langwarrin a little bit of hope, but Dramana just...
No, we didn't.
Did we?
We
Didn't at all?
Thought they were going okay, but
Oh, I thought
They're still going.
they're still going
they're coming
okay.
up against the champs.
And they would have been a little bit devo with that 14-11, so they really could have put them to the sword and decided not to for somewhat unknown reason, going down by 55 points at Lloyd Park. Very disappointing for the Langwarrin crowd, no doubt, but they are improving. They're getting better.
Full voice.
Introducing a lot of new kids too. There was I saw on socials there was another 2 kids starting for Langwarrin, so we know that Langwarrin are very good at bleeding kids, Spook, which I know you're passionate about.
They've got a plan.
Yeah, Beauty's a great coach.
Beauty's a great coach.
It'd be well planned.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
No, they're good.
Nope, touche. The next game saw your boys, Spook, Frankston Bombers, going down to a fighting Sorrento by 23 points at Baxter Park. Can you shed a bit of light on that, please?
Yeah, I've been pretty positive most of the year. We're a young group of stuff. I would have thought it's probably the most disappointed I've been. We just didn't play well. It was past players' day, and we didn't get the game. Funny enough, after you on the day flat as, and then the stats come out, and you would have thought we probably won the game.
Yep.
So obviously we're not at training tomorrow night. And I'll go through and look at all the video stuff. But yeah, I was pretty disappointed. I thought we.
So you bet them contested possessions?
Yeah, I think we won contested possessions. I think we won clearances inside 50s, and then we've been beaten. So they were very good around the ball, and Miles slung, got behind the ball as the winger. We kicked it in his throat all day. And their transition was very strong.
Yep.
We did show the boys, we showed them some edits of how they're going to move the ball, but we just couldn't stop it. They got going. Cameron's really cross half back. Lee didn't have any influence. Young Gladman kicked 4. Dylan Clark, ex-bomber, had 40. They just got 40. Yeah, well done, Seth. You stood next to me most of the day, well done, mate.
Bit of a sore set.
Bit of a drive-by?
Yeah, no, well, drive-bys. The Sereno boys, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to the next time they come around. What's his name? Beverley? He's a nice player. Played waffle, runs around whacking blokes off the ball, so we'll see how he goes next time around. Not too impressed with that bloke.
No, fair enough too, especially when there's a bit of blood in it.
But
as
they
well,
were good. They were better than us on the day. Hats off to them.
Clearly.
Yeah, they're a good, well-drilled team, so well done.
The next game, Sus, of course, saw your boys, the Mornington Football Netball Club, going down to a fighting Red Hill by 23 points. You've got something similar to add to what Spook was saying as well. Just some happenings, whether you want to leave it and bring it up in Sus's palates or...
No. We'll just talk about the match. So the match is different to spectators and all that. But the match was real hard fought, well coached.
Yep. On both sides, of course, Jamie.
Jamie, he was cool. I had a chat with him after match. He was in stitches of laughter on the last episode. He could not stop laughing.
You told me off air that it was the 3rd time that he'd been listening to it.
Yep. So he went through it. So that was terrific. He had a ball. So, but I asked him the question. I said, Jamie, a physical match, and he goes, physical. If they bring the hard stuff, I'm going to bring the hard stuff. And
they're noticeably physical. I touched on that when we interviewed.
Yep.
They've got a hard edge, Red Hill.
They don't take any shit. No. So if someone gave it to them, they gave it back with a spade or two, and they certainly did.
Mornington won the clearances overall 57 to 33.
Wow.
And they've still... But that is a huge number. That means
a whooping.
That is 20 more times you're winning the ball from clearance.
Yep. I'd love
and you've been beaten inside 50s.
So the secondary possession.
Turnovers there.
Jamie's watching tape.
Oh, geez, that surprised me. If you win that many clearances, and they're a pretty well drilled team, Mornington, you would think how far.
Yep. But I'll go into a bit more in if I get the
68 turnovers to 51 sus
in favour of.
Yeah, Mornington turning the ball over.
Yeah. So again, Mornington's got a really young side. They just need to do a bit more work. And geez, they're belting out. I thought it strange that Rosebud picked up on the final day of transfers a new player out from the outer east. From the east.
Yep.
East, and I just would have thought Mornington may have done something there along similar, but
especially down forward, Sus, because that's where they're lacking.
You're a good judge, Sus. Red Hill scored 83% of their score from turnover. 12 goals. They had 20 scoring shots from turnover. So that's huge. That's very impressive.
That's waiting to get it back and go.
Yep. Absolutely.
On the ground at Mornington.
And another draw also saw round 9 with the Pines.
Pines-itis, Neil.
Drawing with Mt Eliza.
I will wrap myself around. Now, I did tell you that you might struggle against physicality comes. And
that was an absolute given, wasn't it, Spook?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. They were up all day too. Second half I got there after golf. And
they were too.
And they were in front all day up until the last probably...
Yeah, they were.
There was a bit of a cock-up at the siren too. The kicked the goal, siren went... And everyone heard the siren go, so all the players stopped.
8:13.
Ball goes back to the middle, throw it up, the siren goes again.
8:13 Commish.
They
kicked themselves out of it.
They contested ball 137 and 122, clearances. Handball receives, Pines had 15 to 8, so they've stopped a bit of run, so they've stopped them running. Uncontested marks are up.
How good's this getting the stats? How good's this getting the stats, can I just say?
I don't think it was any. No, I don't think there was any Pines-itis in it. I think that it was a good physical game. It wasn't any more physical than what I expected it to be. But it was a fair game of footy.
I reckon Ricky would be disappointed. They went inside 50 49 times to 34.
Yeah, they blundered a lot of
pressure,
lot of opportunities.
Good pressure.
Yeah, it was. Pines come out with everything to play for in the last quarter, and the pressure went way up at 5 minutes in the last quarter.
Jeez. Was it wet, windy now, or anything?
No, it was beautiful.
Because Jesus, the efficiency's down. 47%, 42%.
But a draw. I mean, Mt Eliza would be disappointed with that going into the break, but they'll learn a lot from it. A little bit of help from a 50-metre penalty that probably wasn't there, but still. We love the umpires. They did such a stellar job.
Oh, they do a great job.
It was a good call.
They do a good job. It's strange not to...
Give the ball back to the player. The player's on the ground, so you try and give it to him. The ball hits the ground 50 metres.
Yeah. Now, I haven't checked the players' stats, but against us, Guy Hendry marked everything in the back half. So they get a winger to come back, free up Hendry. So I'd imagine if they get pressure around the ball and you dump it in there, and he's a very good player. Like everyone loves to sort of crack. They haven't cracked those boys, but he probably took a whole heap of marks and he takes it. It's really hard, and you haven't got Mt Eliza do not have. The only thing they're probably lacking is a key forward. They just don't have one. I know the big sauce head, but Davey.
Who needs to lift a little bit.
He's just a player, but that's okay. But you haven't really got that. So with Hendry there, he probably clunked everything and off they went.
Yeah, I think recruiting will probably target that next year, Luke, I would think.
I reckon you get that. You're about right. And what's going on with Jonesy? Like, what is going on?
Well, the last time...
He's not playing this year at all.
No.
Well, the last time...
Can't afford it.
Jeez.
Really?
Me worked it out. Jonesy's got the cash.
It just never ceases to amaze.
So the last time we spoke to Cass, I think, was down at Rosebud just before. Was it during the finals? Or must have been one of the last rounds. And she thought she was in the middle of the deal and had told us...
Jesus, stop.
What sort of deal? Paper bag or what?
Swipe the card.
Had told us that he was able to play home games.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that obviously fell through. What I find very interesting, and this is great for...
Mesquite played 2-0.
The Pines Football Club.
Known to the best.
There's no Hendrys in the best. So that's very good.
No, it was good. It was just an even game of footy.
He hasn't had that big game. He had 12.
Yeah, no,
it hasn't been him.
And young Jared Richards, very good play. Rye boy. Dad's still just salty with him that he's not back down at Rye, but he's loving it up there at Pines.
He's played well. He had 22, probably across half back. He's a good player.
But it was a noticeable change, Luke, from the start of the last quarter. The pressure just went way up. Like, there was a pressure meter there. It'd be off from Pines' point of view, went right up. And they kicked a couple of easy ones, and just, all of a sudden you give them a sniff. Because I think we were 24 odd points in front at that stage. And they get back within 12, they get one given to them, get back within 6.
Your grandstand good?
Oh, fantastic.
Facial recognition.
They're going off. It's got a bit of rye about it and a balcony. It's a bloody good setup. Exactly what you need at Mornington.
No balcony, mate.
Exactly what it was. Chockers.
No, there's posts in the ground to hold a balcony, but they just cancelled. Left one off to do it later. And the halftime heroes selection table match of the round saw my boys, the Rosebud boys, get up by 51 points if you don't mind.
Well done, Rosebud.
To Frankston YC. We've said they were coming, and didn't they come with vengeance down at Olympic Park? Froth and bubbles there were. Spook, what do you make it?
Give us some little tidbits on that one.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the game.
I'll give you some tip, Nick. By the weekend, by Sunday night, Rosebud will be in the 5 and Frankston YCW will be out.
Interesting, you should say.
I'm
liking that,
I don't
big
mind
time.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock. Not the loss itself's not a shock. You can lose a game of footy, but the margin's what surprises me.
Yes,
I wouldn't have thought. That's 2 weeks in a row they've been pretty much had their pants pulled down, YC, which probably hasn't happened for 30 years.
Yeah,
20 years at least. All the
boys have played. Chin's played.
As far as I know, the boys played. Yep, I think Luca was back in.
Luca's back in. Yep.
I think Luca, Chin, and Darcy Murr all played in the midfield. Yeah. From what I can gather, Hartung's finally getting the kick in the comp. He's really battled. He struggled at Rye. Div 2 sort of struggled, and he's obviously got his body's right, and he's given them some real speed around the middle, Neil.
Yep.
And they've already got they do have some big boys in there. They've got some big contested ball players. They've got the 2 Saucehead ruckmans go good.
Correct. Stephen Cummings, also named in the best.
And then the forward line with Dixon and Crocker and Kuipers.
Yeah.
That's 3 genuine matchups which are all played differently, and you've got to stop them. So they're probably, they're going to be a real handful on the way home.
I'll get a snippet from Goons throughout the week, and we'll play it next week.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Grab a coffee with him and get a
snippet and see where they're at. A lot.
Hit outs 72-19.
Whoa!
But YC still won the clearances. And they lost.
Not that accurate in.
Do you know how often the hit outs and hit outs to advantage?
Yeah.
Like it don't always.
No, they don't line up. Got to advantage. Just got hit outs.
Yeah. So it's a real shock. And you'd want to go to work, Goons. This is the first time, and we all love Goons. Good, handsome man. I know I smelled him and all that sort of stuff. But I reckon this is the first time since he's been coaching YC that he's under a bit of pressure to get these boys. Because if they drop another couple, they're in real trouble in the finals.
They're in strife.
Yep.
They are in strife.
I'm sure
they're in land that they haven't been for a long time.
Absolutely.
They'll be right. I'm sure he'll get them playing good footy the next
Sus, correct me if I'm wrong, but our great mate and long-time mate, old Mayor of Mornington, Michael Voss, he would be losing his nana.
He would be having a conniption.
Conniption, wouldn't he?
Yep.
He'd be down there just demanding answers. What's going on
here?
The Frankston YC 2 words.
Yep.
And that rounds out round 9, of course, in Division 1 for the MPFNL. We'll take a quick break. No, we won't. I want your takeaways, please. Who's got one good at a go?
Rosebud for me.
Yeah.
Rosebud, the ones to watch.
The ones to watch. The forwards,
just by that list you come up with then, Luke, that's bloody exciting.
Yeah,
it is exciting.
They got their mojo.
Yeah.
And
absolutely. Spook, your takeaways for round 9 in Division 1?
Yeah, my takeaways are Sereno still suck balls and no, I'm joking. The Rosebud win. That's probably the one for me. It's a bit of a shock.
No, absolutely.
Dramana keep doing their thing. The Pines, Mt Eliza Pines. That's probably, to be honest, if you're Ricky, you're probably flat.
They were in front all day.
Yeah, they'd be flat.
They never got behind still, but
and we
the
were
draw was the worst they could do.
And to go down 8-13 too, that would hurt even more. Sus, your takeaways, please, for round 9.
3 teams can make the 5th spot. Frankston Bombers just hanging in there. Rosebud and Frankston YCW. Frankston YCW 4 wins and 9 matches.
Wow.
So making up the numbers scenario.
But
I'll have a look at that.
For YC,
you go to the dance, you play in the dance.
Who's making
what happens? Goons listens to this. What's going to happen? What's going to happen next time you're up at the pantry?
I agree.
Next time you're up getting coffee and you bump into Goons, what are you going to say? Oh, he's making up numbers, mate.
Take your pants off.
Let me polish it.
He's very honest.
Where's that lube? We're sponsored.
Very attractive.
Just hope he's not
a
going
very
to
attractive man.
I tell you, Luca's a good-looking kid.
Oh, Luca's a good-looking kid.
He's got the long sort of hair.
Surfy looking. Just isn't he? And Adonis.
No homo, but he could.
No, of course not. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, absolutely. I love it.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break on that note, and we'll be back with more Halftime Heroes.
When your loved ones live alone, it's concerning. So I had no problem changing providers when I saw a better option.
Whether it's helping the aged maintain their independence or providing an approved NDIS package for someone with a disability, a visit from one of Aftercare's qualified personal carers can make all the difference. Aftercare prides itself on tailoring personalised service to the aged and those with disabilities and has done for 21 years. If someone you love could receive better care in their own home, call Aftercare on 1300 464663 or visit after-care.com.au.
Changing was the best thing we ever did.
So let our family help your family.
Are you tired of spending endless hours on property maintenance? Look no further. Introducing Askanish, your premium solution for high-end property maintenance. Our expert team with years of golf course experience specialises in broadacre spraying and large area mowing, ensuring your property maintains its pristine condition. Say goodbye to hassle and say g'day to perfection with Askanish. To find out more, call Rob on 0407 362 328.
Welcome back to Halftime Heroes, the latest on local sport across the Mornington Peninsula.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. Round 10 looks a little bit like this. Shit, because there's only 2 games being played.
Why do they do this?
Oh, I don't know. Just don't fuck with the bloody... sorry, swear jar Nance, but no, it pisses me off. It confuses everyone. You either play football, you don't play football, maybe have a Div 1 game and a Div 2 game. Instead, they've just decided to go the 2 Div 1 games, but it gives us something a little to talk about as we go through the first game. Sorrento taking on Rosebud at Dave McFarlane Reserve. It is going to be absolutely jiving there on the balcony for the King's birthday weekend. Commish.
Good test for Rosebud, this one, Luke.
Yeah,
really good test. Let's
informed.
find out really where they've already bloody shot a huge one over the bow YC. If they can go 2 scalps, YC Sorrento, bang, bang. Straight to the 5.
Yes.
I think Rosebud will win that. If they've got the same team going into this week, with just looking at the way they defended Sorrento on the weekend, thinking about the midfield matchups, I think Rosebud will win, and they could win relatively comfortably too. I honestly don't think Sorrento will go. Oh no, they just beat us, but they got some great players. They moved the ball okay. But
you're a work in progress.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think Rosebud.
And the Cummings boys, they'll
against the big Liam Buxton.
Absolutely. I mean, Buxton's very good, but there's only one of him.
Yes.
I'm interested in Bailey Watson, the new signing, just to see what he pulls out. So
well, he did play.
Handy,
he did play on the weekend. Played down back for the Buds and performed
straight in the ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Performed exceptionally well from all reports. Also,
what's his name?
Bailey Watson.
Also playing exceptionally well was the lock-in down at Rosebud after the gallant win.
The whale got up and about.
The big whale got up and about, and so did Danny. And the club, I believe, put on a keg and celebrated.
He is a keg.
His
calves are kegs.
His calves look like kegs. Big whale,
legend.
Great fan of the show.
What
of course.
Bloody fantastic thing to do.
Yeah,
it should happen. It used to happen all the time. Didn't it?
Well, look, you don't.
Need more of it.
You get, Lockie White, who's not here at the moment. He's travelling Australia with his beautiful wife, but he's normally one of the ones down there as well. But just a good core group of committee members and old school, all old school. Fantastic. They just absolutely love it. So Rosebud,
celebrate your wins.
Yeah, absolutely, and learn from your losses. Jesus, that was wise, wasn't it?
Very deep.
I know, right?
I want to talk to you. Collingwood Footy Club about that.
It's all right, mate. We had 15 out for
the Tigers are down to a bloke who plays basketball.
Liver's concussed.
They're so stiff.
You can't even talk. You can't even talk. 100 points. 100 points.
It was the outback.
He's going good. Started the house. You started well. You're going to win that game.
Yeah.
And the next game, of course, to round out King's birthday weekends, Dramana taking on Red Hill. You can see it from the top at Dramana Recreation Reserve. It's going to be a good game, Spook.
It was a competitive game, I think, last time they played, so that'd be a good
Yeah,
game
it
of footy.
was. Red Hill, of course, that was round one.
Got the jump.
Got the jump big time.
I just don't know how you beat Dramana.
Kept Dramana scoreless, and then Dramana's come back and went whack, 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 and they had a lot of players out. A lot of players out, but it's going to be
a magnificent coaching performance, wouldn't it?
It's going to be
He who beats Dramana.
Well, that's what
you can only you've got to try and out-coach him.
Yeah, you'd have to come up with some stuff.
You've got to come up with some funky shit.
I'm funky.
Don't you?
Brick lane,
what is it like?
lane? A brick wall, just stop those runners going through. Jeez.
Yeah. Jamie, if anyone can do it, it'll be
correct.
Jamie. Very
Absolutely,
He's
100%.
stunting living daylights out of it as we speak.
Yep.
I reckon.
Yeah, he would be.
They've got some good players too, and they move the ball well, and they're set up and all that. But they're just so talented, Dramana, at home too.
Absolutely, I know
The
exactly right.
Red Hill blokes won't even think they've played a game. It's that small a ground. Will they?
No, it's like cones across halfway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah, they
exactly
There's just
right.
half a ground. The under 18s got the other half. Yeah,
That commish rounds out Division 1 round 10 for the King's birthday weekend. We'll jump straight into Spooks Soapbox. You got a soapbox this week? I didn't ask.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
have we got a double header? Have we got a soapbox slash pallets?
Suss's pellets. We do.
We have for the first time this year, folks, got a double. It's a clash.
You want to go first, Suss, with your
Come on. And we've got to get them in. You got to go first.
Let's go. So we need to come up with a bit of a either like a jingle. We need to do a jingle for either one. But thanks to Pure Plant Protein, get it with plant protein and Suss's pellets. Take it away, please, Suss.
There you go, folks. If you go into it, there's an unwritten rule, isn't there?
There is.
There is an unwritten rule that when you go to another club's footy ground,
Yes.
you buy their grog.
Oh God.
You buy their.
No, they
Don't.
didn't,
You
did
can't.
they?
You
You can't.
don't. Sorry, Red Hill.
It can't be.
You don't slip in the freezer bags full of cans and just do around the side and sit behind the goal, probably 15 to 20 metres away from the bar, potting your beer. So that really got under my can. Then
Peck ahead.
Then you go to the other end where there's a sign that says dry area. It doesn't mean desert. It says dry area, and you start drinking there. So that's okay. That's okay. But then, I'd really love to go on about the supporters, but I just can't. I'll go into a frenzy. I will. I can't.
I had a run in with
You
Red Hill
will.
last year.
I had a
so-
conversation with you yesterday, and you were very heated. So I'd probably.
I was under medication then.
We'll
so-
leave that. We'll leave that one.
Yeah,
Thanks to Pure Plant Protein for Suss's pallets and Spooks Soapbox. Thanks to Askanish.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Oh, wow. Nice. Nah, mine would.
paying
I
for
would have
this.
thought last week we spoke here about my soapbox last week, and we all discussed the umpiring.
Correct.
We set the tone. I know our show comes out on Wednesday, but we set the tone for the entire AFL fucking industry.
Yes.
To discuss what we discussed on Sunday morning, that the umpire has been
The
putrid, holding
leaders.
the ball. So. Pat on the back to us.
Absolutely.
We've set the tone. Umpires get better, and they were slightly better on the weekend.
I didn't mind it.
Were
I
they
liked
quicker
it.
with blowing the whistle?
They were up until this. I thought they were great
Yeah, with
on
the
it.
quick blow.
And even the ones where you thought, no, keep paying them until I'd know about the Melbourne game. Did you just buy 100? Yep. But that's Essendon game. They put the whistle away again. They let it go. There was some shit calls. So most of the weekend they were fine.
Yeah.
But hats
They
off
just
to the
forget.
AFL. Yeah, they must have forgotten.
The quick whistle's good. I like that.
Way better pay. They hold the balls.
it
Get
is.
the ball.
Keeps it moving.
Yeah, keep moving. So it's a pat on the back to us and
Pat on the back.
up
Spook,
your arse
you-
up there.
We got some pull.
Your reel from last week was unbelievable. That was the best way
Performing.
To describe how the umpires are currently going at the moment was fantastic. Didn't have a crack at them. Didn't
It's not
lay
the
off.
individual. It's just the way they
No,
have to
exactly.
go. Yeah.
Exactly. And part of Well, I'll park that there for 2 seconds. Thank you for Askanish and Spooks Soapbox. Very, very nice indeed. Well, I think that's a wrap, isn't it? That is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes.
It's cold in here. Is that heater doing anything? Is it?
No, it needs to be on.
Or something?
Needs to be left on for next week as well.
Oh, could you?
I'd like to thank Todd Gardiner, the
Yeah, well,
captain
Todd.
of
Yes,
the
he was
Chelsea
excellent.
Football Netball Club, of
Record.
course,
Go, Chelsea.
for joining us. Now we do have. I've got a hair in my mouth. We do have something. That's impossible.
Neil.
What is
Neil.
around your mouth?
Neil.
Don't stop.
No, he's a new age. He's a sensitive new age guy. He's got shaved balls. Now we are going to be. I've heard we've got something special coming up, don't we, Sus? But Cass told me, yeah, and Goons.
Could it get any worse?
Goons told me to.
Goons.
I don't mind that.
You're not going over to Turkey, are you?
I'll get some ball implants. Okay, all right, let's get serious for one fucking minute.
Sorry, mate.
So we're gonna do a halftime. What are we doing, please, Spook? I can't get me bloody words out.
Yeah, not like a halfway review.
We're going to do a very special review. Now, if you...
Div 1 and Div 2 and a preview of what is to come and our predictions of top 5.
Again.
Fairest. No, halfway. Got to go. You reset yours. You'll just...
I can't forget what I said in the first
and
place.
then
you forgot what you said an hour ago.
Top 5, the premiers and the league best and fairest winners. That'll be the one.
Absolutely. And I also want to ask, and I haven't asked anybody this yet, so I'm just going to put it out to the Halftime Hero family. I want to get Matty Craig on from the Southern Umpires Association. Have 10 minutes with him.
Oh, that'll be a great.
You're falling asleep, Spook. Just to have it, whether it's a ringing, but he has shown interest in coming on the show, and we can get an insight of where at halftime the review, see where Southern umpires are at.
It'd be really good when we speak to him. Let's go out to support our umpires. Let's all wear zinc for the interview just to support Rowan.
Oh, Rowan, let's wear zinc.
Practice the holding the ball.
Oh, yes.
Headband, maybe a headband.
And I will talk to
deliberate.
I will talk to I'll talk to Escape Breweries down, of course, in Suffolk Street, Rosebud. Very, very fine little establishment down there, Escape Breweries. And I might have a 6-pack for the best dropping the ball. I'll see. Beautiful. But we do have a very, very, very big review show coming up.
Potentially, we may have an ex-AFL 100-game player that's on the peninsula being a coach.
Yeah, that'd be
come
excellent.
In.
Division
I'll
1.
talk to
And
a great man if he can get him in.
For you, Commish, you're going to try and get a little something special for the Div 2 review.
We'll have a bit of a dig around and see who's not going away the long weekend and who can spend some time.
Absolutely, I love it.
Appreciate it. Great to get these guys in.
Absolutely, it's what makes the Halftime Heroes. That is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes. Thank you to you, Spook. Thanks, Sus, Master Button Pusher, Facebook Extraordinaire, Reel Maker,
Real Master,
Pallets Owner,
everything.
Commish, thanks to you. Adam. It's been an absolute cracking show.
The cash man.
The cash cow.
What's that reel? We need to put that reel up. We need to put that reel up. That was something else. That is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes. It's been a pleasure bringing you another episode. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.